Hello, welcome to another vlog. Now, this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to go with a little mini series about doing a European track day. I've never done a European track day before, so well, I'm sure there's going to be lots of learning along the way. It is just riding a bike around in Spain, but it's everything that goes with it. So from booking the track day, sorting your flights, hire cars, repatriation insurance, all the rest of it, and what you can actually fit on a stillage. I didn't know what you could fit on a stillage since I've never done it before, so fingers crossed we get it all on there later on today. And it's not raining when we load the stillage, that would also be nice. But for now, it's actually still January. It's not very warm, albeit it's warmer than it's been recently. Anyway, I'm just waffling, so let's have the little intro video. There she is, ready to go. The only thing what I've done to kind of prep it for going away is I bought one of these tie-down buddies, which I'm pretty sure everyone's seen those before. Don't worry about this bit of missing fair in it here. It's obviously using all last year's bodywork. Yeah, the only other thing I've done is I've taken the water out of it because, you know, as the bikes are in there, it could easily reach 0 degrees, and the last thing you want. I don't run any coolant because you're not allowed, or at least you're not supposed to. So, you know, there's a possibility that it could freeze, and you could, you know, worst case scenario, you could damage a radiator or even, you know, crack a cylinder head or something like that, which is not what we want. So I've drained all the water out of it. I've also disconnected the battery. You don't need to, but I've got a small parasitic loss on the wiring system. So the easiest thing to do is just disconnect it, and that won't be a problem. Just whilst we're going over the bike, these are all my supporters from 2022. Now, I am currently running a supporters scheme for 2023, or, you know, at the when this video comes out, that's when it's starting. The link's in the description. Top and bottom of it is £56. You get your name on the bike and a woolly hat with a logo, Tommy logo that is. And then also we'll have a prize draw at the end of the year, and you know, if you're in the supporters club, then you'll be in the prize draw and you might win something. So last year's, it was a £100 gift voucher. Maybe we'll have something better than that this year. Who knows? Anyway, as to what I'm packing, you know, you've got to try and pack as light as possible because space is at a premium. So first of all, I've said, ignore that massive box on the top, but I've said I'm going to take 5 rears and 1 front. Whether or not they're going to fit on, I do not know. I think I could be being eyes bigger than belly, but I think I could definitely use them. They're not new tyres, obviously, the scrubs, so they've all done a race or 2 races. The front has obviously done more, but front tyres tend to last a bit longer, so hopefully I fit them on. Tyre warmers as well. I'll probably just take them out of the bag and stuff them in wherever we can get them. So I've got this box here. I've got a spare exhaust can. I've got a complete set of rear sets, all my gearing, a grip, 1/2-inch socket, a complete throttle tube with cables, a standard one, just in case, you know, I damage this. Then in here, I've got a chain, 2 clip-ons. One's a left-hand clip-on already with a grip on, clutch lever, brake lever, a few little, these jobbers, bullet sliders, spare split link just in case I need one, chain riveting tool, a few tools in there, assortment 1/2-inch sockets, Allen keys, spark plug tool, front sprocket tool, rear axle nut, front axle nut, some glue, cable ties and tape, pressure gauge, a few other more bits of tools. I really haven't not taken much tools. Little bag of rags, some cleaning stuff, thing of oil, brake fluid obviously, chain lube, my fuel jug, pump out pipe. How much pumping out I do, I don't know, but I do like to not run around with excess fuel in, obviously. Then we're going to have to take the stands, front and rear, and all the kit. So you got leathers, boots, helmet, gloves, sexy stretchy undergarments, thick socks if you like wear thick socks, which I do. Yeah, that's it. So it does seem like quite a lot, especially in terms of tyres. But it's 4 days on track, you know, and I'm easy going to do 1 tyre a day. Fingers crossed it's actually dry, because I can't take any wets with me. So yeah, might do a little bit of a video on the way. If not, you're going to next see me bending over a stillage trying to fill it with as much rubber as I can. And for those of you who want to know where I'm actually going and when I'm going to be there, I'm going to Cartagena, which is in Spain. The track day is actually the 7th till the 10th of February, so 4 days on track. Now obviously all this comes at a cost, but we all know, you know, riding motorcycles isn't cheap, and racing them is certainly not cheap. So I suppose going to Spain to do a track day is also not going to be cheap. I've just written down some costs here. So the track day itself, including getting a B-Dale pickup, so that costs an extra £90 through No Limits. No Limits is the people who I'm doing the track day with. I could have dropped my bike off at Donington, but to be honest, for £90 it's not worth the effort. B-Dale is about an hour away from where I live. So, and we went for the slightly better hotel. There's 2 hotels offered, but since the wife's coming with me, thought it was, you know, at least stay in the better option. So anyway, the price for that, so including the bike transport, the actual track day, and the hotel, which just includes your breakfast, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. That was £1,001. Then got a hire car. Obviously looked online at loads of companies, and maybe I'll live to regret this, but the hire car was £85, or roughly when you convert it from euros. That was with Do Spain. I think that's what it's called anyway. And then flights, regrettably, we're going with Ryanair, because yeah, it's all about trying to do this cheaply. So I've got written down here that was £196.30 for 2 of us flying from Leeds. And I'm not from Leeds, so therefore we need parking as well. That's another £44. Now, we didn't have any luggage in that £196, so I think it was cheaper to get the 10 kilo like check-in luggage, which is better also, because if I've forgotten a few things, I'll just wear all of my clothes and I'll put a few extra tools and stuff in my case, because you don't have to go for the, you know, the metal detector things. Should be able to take a few bits, so that's probably the better choice actually. And then the only other cost I've got so far is the repatriation insurance. Now, you're not allowed to do a track day in Europe unless you have the repatriation insurance. I got mine through a Shoeaton, and it was something like €21 a day. But by the time you know the 4 days on track and converted into pounds, that's about £75. So at the moment we're at 1,400. Now, obviously with me racing, I've got a load of scrub tyres what I'm taking. So you know, hopefully I can effectively write that cost off, because it's only my scrubs from racing last season. And then on top of that, we're going to have obviously fuel to buy when we're there, fuel for the hire car, and then you've got, you know, your costs what you would have on holiday anyway, as in like feeding yourself, and yeah, but I'll update them as we go on. But for now, let's fast forward to us running around the stillage with cling film. So we are filming the stillage. There was already a bike on here, but it's only a CB500. He hasn't got too much stuff, so we ended up with a little bit more space than we normally would have, which is great. Cue the time lapse. The stillages are wet, so we've well, I say we, Steph's wrapping everything, cling film, try and keep the contents dry. nearly all on. This is much easier than I was expecting.
You're having a little funny fit first, weren't you?
I'm not going to say anything now. I'll say it when the bike gets back to this country. Getting a little bit warm, but hoping it's a bit warmer in Cartagena. Well, that's it, all loaded. Got everything on there, I hope. If we haven't, it's too late now, isn't it, babe?
Definitely, I'm not unwrapping everything. Fuck that. We haven't got enough wrap.
I mean, considering it's our first time, I think we've done a pretty professional looking job.
We've just now had a bike drop. 4 men to hold the bike.
Action, action!
5 men. Jesus Christ.
How many men does it take to load of stillage? Just 1 male and 1 female. That's it, it's all loaded. Should have plenty of rubber in there. I thought I was being over enthusiastic on the Carne, but well, it's all in there. There we go. As I said, I'm not sure who I'm sharing with. I know he rides a CB500
He's an instructor.
and he's an instructor and he hasn't brought many tyres with him, which is ideal for me. Well, yeah, chuffed, absolutely buzzing that we got it all on, so wicked. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, make sure you like and subscribe. See you in Cartagena.